Welcome to the Global War Watch Network. Today, we're going silent and deep to look at a huge leap forward for France's naval power, their brand new, cutting-edge nuclear submarine. Hey, before we get started, if you want to stay on top of major defense developments like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. So here's the headline. France has just powered up a nuclear reactor underwater. This happened for the very first time on its newest hunter-killer submarine, the Grasse. Now, this isn't just some routine test. This is the moment this next-gen predator truly comes to life, bringing it one massive step closer to joining the fleet. The technical term for this is divergence. And, it sounds pretty complex, but what it really means is they've kicked off the controlled, self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction inside the reactor. You can think of it like the submarine's heart starting to beat for the very first time. A heartbeat that's going to be monitored 24/7 for its entire life. Okay, so the Grasse isn't just a standalone project. You have to understand, it's a crucial piece in a much bigger strategic puzzle for the French Navy. We're talking about the complete overhaul of its entire attack submarine fleets. For decades, France's undersea forces have relied on the Rubis-class submarines. These things are the workhorses, but they date back to the 1980s. Now they're being replaced by the far more advanced Suffren Class. And the Grasse is one of these new boats, designed from the keel up for way better stealth, incredible endurance, and a ton more flexibility in combat. And this rollout is happening very methodically. The Grasse is actually the fourth of 6 submarines in this whole program. The first one, the Suffren, entered service back in 2022, and the last 2 are scheduled to be delivered by 2030. It's a really long-term plan to lock down France's undersea power for decades to come. So what is it that makes this new class of submarines so impressive? All right, let's get into the good stuff and look at the raw performance numbers. First up, speed. The Suffren Class can hit over 25 knots while it's submerged. In the underwater cat-and-mouse game of submarine warfare, that kind of speed can be the difference between life and death. It's absolutely critical for getting into position, chasing a target, or getting the heck out of there. And get this, its nuclear reactor gives it a staggering 70 days of endurance. What's incredible is that the limiting factor isn't the fuel, it's the amount of food they can pack for the crew. It can stay hidden and on station for more than 2 months straight. It can also dive to depths greater than 350 meters. Operating way down there, combined with its speed, makes this sub incredibly hard to find and track. That's a huge boost to its stealth and, its ability to survive. And here's a quick tale of the tape. We're talking 99 meters long, displacing over 5,000 tons. It's a formidable machine. Power comes from a 150 megawatt reactor, and it's got a crew of 63, plus room for about 15 commandos. And this thing is built to last. It's expected to be in service all the way into the 2060s. But all that performance translates into more than just hunting other subs. This vessel has some seriously powerful combat and special ops capabilities that make it so much more than your standard hunter-killer. Its arsenal is both versatile and deadly. It's packing F-21 heavyweight torpedoes for dealing with other subs and ships, plus modernized Exocet anti-ship missiles. But the real game-changer here is its naval cruise missile. This gives it the ability to strike targets deep inland, which is a massive strategic advantage. It's also specifically designed for special operations. A removable dry deck shelter can be attached right to the hull, and it basically acts as a hangar and an airlock. From inside, it can launch swimmer delivery vehicles and deploy combat divers for all sorts of covert missions, all while staying completely undetected. Technologically, it's also a major leap forward. So instead of a traditional periscope that actually penetrates the hull, it uses these optronic masts that send high-res digital images to screens anywhere in the sub. And its whole design is future-proof, with plans already in place to integrate unmanned drones, both aerial and underwater, in future upgrades. So how does this one submarine, the Grasse, fit into the larger strategic picture for France and, really, for the world? Let's zoom out a bit. You might be wondering, okay, it's one submarine. Why does turning on its reactor matter so much on the world stage? Well, the Suffren Class isn't just a new boat, it's a statement. These 6 submarines are going to be the absolute backbone of France's undersea power for the next 40 years. They are a powerful deterrent, they offer immense flexibility against modern threats, and they're a direct response to the growing importance of warfare beneath the waves. And a project like this just highlights the massive national effort it takes. This wasn't the work of one company. The whole thing was a huge collaboration, overseen by the French Atomic Energy Commission, with Technic Atom handling the reactor design and maintenance, and Naval Group building the vessel and integrating that incredibly complex propulsion system. And this all brings us to a final, thought-provoking question. These subs are designed to be the apex predators of the deep, all the way to the 2060s. But as autonomous and unmanned underwater drones become more and more capable, how will the role of these powerful, crewed vessels have to change to keep their edge? All right, and that's our look at France's powerful new nuclear submarine. Thanks so much for joining us. If you found this informative, please do us a favor and like, share, and subscribe to Global War Watch Network. We really want to hear your thoughts on that last question. What is the future of submarine warfare? Let us know in the comments. You can also join our community on social media. All the links are in the description. We'll see you next time.